Howdy, partner. parties, yo ho. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm Trader Segray. We're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering. Is the soundboard not up? Because I heard Redemptions being played. Howdy, partner. See, I hear it. Do y'all not hear it? Hey, Ines. Hey, Hunter. Yeah, the hydrate one is probably the lowest one as far as volume goes because I can't get an actual clip of that. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Again, I'm Trader Segray. We're going to be continuing on our new player account experience. I'm not a new player, okay? The reason I'm doing this is because the videos I've made, we'll keep the live soon here, just for a moment. The videos that I've made, there was a question that came up, and it was how can a new player who chose the I don't know anything about Magic create an account and unlock play modes. At some point, I believe it was gated, but now it's not. If you want to unlock play modes, first off, you can go to the little gear icon here, go to the account, and then hit this button here, okay? But if you're a new player and you're like, no, I want to go through everything and learn it as I go and have the tutorial teach me, have, play starter decks against starter decks and things of that nature. The color challenge, you want limited play from other players until you start figuring it out, right? Then, yeah, it does that while introducing you to other players that are playing the same stuff as you. So that's good. Because once you unlock all the play modes, then you're playing everyone out there, and they're probably not going to be playing starter decks. But there is still the starter deck duels playlist, which you can always go in and just do your dailies and play against other starter decks. That is until you start, upgrading decks. So that being said, it's been a long time since I have gone through the new player account experience, Zendikar. Back in that expansion that was a few years ago. So since then, and even though our community did chime in and answer the players' concerns about how to unlock it, you got to advance through a certain rank of Spark ranked, and we'll explain this here in a minute. But once you advance, then you unlock everything. So that being said, I wanted to go through the new player account experience because it's been a long time, and I wanted to get a new baseline. This baseline is what I use to take every single beginner deck and upgrade it for free. Okay, so you can play Magic the Gathering for free, and I show you how to do it by going through the account as a new player, and then we get packs that the game gives you. Look at all of this stuff. Okay. When you open a pack, you got these little rings up here. So if I open 2 more packs, I fill this ring up, and this one, I get another uncommon. If I open 5 more packs, I get another gold. And these all start adding up. You can use these wild cards to unlock a gold card, an uncommon card, things of that nature. And in these packs, you can also get gold, silver, and sometimes mythic wild cards that you can in turn craft the actual cards with, okay, in the Magic library. So going through the new player account experience, playing it as a new player is going to give me a baseline per se, and we'll take an average of, like packs opened here and that nature. Not these, because this is all given to you, right? Whereas, this is the new set. That being said, the baseline is, it tells us how many uncommons we have for each deck. Now, as a new player, you're not going to be able to upgrade every single one of those decks, but, you know, you may have a personal flavor that you enjoy the most. You may like blue-green over blue-red or whatever. You know, there's all kinds of decks out there, right? And we're going to take those decks, we're going to upgrade them for free with those baselines and show you how to do it. Because if you take these into the general queue, some may be doing great, some may not be. You know, your experience may be under 50% as far as a win ratio goes. Because, you know, these are starter decks for a reason. You know, they get you in, they give you some cards, you know, and then you can take, you know, but the whole experience of Magic the Gathering is getting cards and upgrading with better and stronger decks. So I'm going to take those decks and make it a positive win ratio. So over 50%. That way you can have at least a little bit of fun with it while you're building your collection. And to build your collection for free, very simple. Just do your dailies, get gold, use the gold, go over here to the store and spend your gold on packs. Okay. Now, if you're like me, you're probably going to be spending your gold on, you know, cosmetics. The blue part here is money. You can pay money to, you know, get gems and, you know, get stuff. So, I mean, there's that too. So, like, you can buy packs with, you know, actual gems or money. But, you know, if here, like, you know, this is 1,000, you know, so, you know, I could buy 4 packs with this right now, you know. So that's one way of, and again, every time you open a pack, you make progress towards you know, your wild cards, and of course that helps you build stronger and better decks. So yes, I got the lights on. I still got the live soon on because I'm gonna run down and grab some coffee here. I just heard it chime, so it is now made. I decided to go with coffee tonight instead of tea or Coke or whatever, you know, as far as something to. And I have water as well. We're gonna be drinking water, okay? But I wanted some coffee too. So, what we're gonna do when we get back, we'll talk about that when I get back. Right now, I'm gonna run down and grab some coffee, leave the live soon here, and I'll be back in about a minute or two, and then with the coffee, and then that's about it. We'll go ahead and get started. Thank you, Heinz. I am very, very happy to see that message. Okay. We'll be right back. Okay. Could have just been you, Hunter. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to make sure. You know. We've had problems with that before, the soundboard, and well, so far it's been behaving okay. Now, let's get rid of live soon. I already know Murphy's Law here. When am I going to get interrupted is the question. Looks like it'll happen later. Well, you're also not feeling good, my dear. Okay. Here's my dilemma. And this is what I wanted to talk to Ines about, but we're going to talk about it on stream here. So, we talked about baselines, we talked about upgrading decks. Sorry, I'm distracted by the impending interruption here soon. Can you come over? Absolutely. No, for real. No, yeah, for real. Yes, I can. I thought we picked a date, but yeah. Or a month. Tomorrow. I don't think that's going to be possible. That'd be one heck of a ticket. So, the dilemma. Do we upgrade a deck now? Or do we just play them as is? I'm thinking of just playing them as is. But let me explain Spark Ranked here first. Spark Ranked is only available to new players who have new player accounts, such as myself. Okay. They want you to play either your starter decks, or they want you to craft a deck of 60 cards or more. Okay, it looks like we can do 7 cards or less for a sideboard, but yes. And it's best of one. So we don't play, we only play one game, win or lose, whatever, and then you advance in rank or whatever this is going to do. So that being said, we've unlocked all of the starter decks. These cards are all in our collection now. We could use our baseline and start upgrading one of the decks after I open all those packs. Or I can finish this Spark Ranked out as a complete new player who hasn't touched a single deck and get an even bigger baseline. And when I say even bigger, it's not going to be that much bigger, but it'll be slightly bigger. Because then when we get all the play modes unlocked, we can talk about that in our videos of how to upgrade these decks for free to, go through. So, okay, about Spark Ranked. It's only available to players who are playing these new player accounts. So I'm not going to be playing the rest of the world. I'm only going to be playing people who have the similar situation of myself. Now, they have probably, as a new player, they have probably opened up everything, so they have access to upgrade their decks. That's the dilemma, is like, do I upgrade the deck now? Or do I just muscle through it, get as many wins as I can without touching any of the decks? Doesn't mean we're going to have a high win ratio, especially for fighting people who have been upgrading those decks with a little bit of attention. Or we might be playing other players who are just playing starter decks. There's that too. But it's not, see, this is all restricted to starter decks. This particular play mode, where you just go pick one and you'll play other players playing starter decks. Now, here's the cool thing about it. Whenever you pick one, it will not match you up with someone playing the same deck. That's the cool thing. It will always be someone of the opposite stuff. But in Spark Rank, we're playing other new players who could do anything to these decks or make their own deck. What would bring you more fun? I don't know. Maybe we'll just try it out, see what we're going up against. But yeah, we're playing ranked. Don't upgrade for now? Okay. Well then, what was our daily? Let's get our daily done. Red and blue. I don't like the red and blue deck, honestly. But we're gonna get our dailies done first. Stream. You can always do it next stream. True. But if I'm advancing, okay, like win-loss ratio okay, then I think we're fine. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, it wants me. Okay, so I'm gonna earn. This is a cool thing. It says I'm gonna earn some. Once I reach Spark Rank Tier 3, I will earn Jump In tokens. Jump In is actually really cool. Really cool. I like Jump In, especially at the store. When it comes to paper Magic, there is no better game for me, honestly. It's probably my favorite in paper Magic formats. Anytime the local game store is having a Jump In event, okay, I go for it. I go for it. That's what draws me in. You're like, hey, Jump In coming up. Like, oh, really? Like, okay. So what Jump In is they have this box. All right, you pay money for an to basically buy the packs and sit down with other Magic players. You don't have to sit down, but that's the fun part, is that other Magic players are coming to the event and buying 2 packs. Okay, each pack has half a deck. It has land in it and spells and creatures, whatever. Okay, and each pack has a theme. So one pack could be squirrels, another one could be graveyard energy, whatever, or vampires. So it could be squirrel vampires, right? So so you get these 2 packs and you shuffle them together and you play. There's no tweaking, nothing. You get these 2 random packs and you shuffle them together. Comes with everything you need to make a 40 card deck to play right there with other players. I would love it too, Heinz. Oh man, that would be fun. That would be so fun. It's what brought me out of my I hadn't touched paper Magic since the 90s, if I'm going to be honest. And when Lord of the Rings, when my local game store was doing the jump-in event, I jumped on it. There was only like 4 other players there, so we all just played for about 2 hours. I mean, we wanted to play, so we just kept playing, you know, circles of each other and everything. So, you know, and I went and bought, you know, an extra pack of jump in, you know, like an extra set, just to mix and match it up a little bit, right? So, because you can take, like I said, the other, whatever halves you get, you just put them together, you know. Unfortunately, I got one half that was the same, so I got 2 of the same. But hey, you know, it adds to your collection, etc. But yeah, I don't know if they have much jump in events going on now, just because I've been so out of tune of Magic. But if they ever do, oh, it's the one thing I love. So jump in is also on Arena. It's the exact same concept, except it's in digital format. And the great thing about it is they're giving you tokens, so you can use these tokens for free and keep the cards. That's right. So I'd love a zombie squirrel deck, ironically. Oh. All right, so let's think about this. Blue and red. We know that it's got a lot of spells in it, and we know that we gotta prioritize our card draw. And on top of that, we got to get creatures down. Really, we're going to beat down with our flying creatures here if we can, and do some shenanigans with it. The other beatdowns are our terrors here, because anytime we have our instants and sorcery cards in the graveyard, this is that number 6 whittles down 1 less for each instant or sorcery card in our graveyard. So we can get this down to just a blue instead of 6. You know, it just depends how many instants or sorceries we have in there. But it's a 5/5 coming on the board with a ward of 2. So whenever whenever this becomes a target of a spell or an ability that an opponent controls, it gets countered, hard countered, unless they can pay the ward cost. So sometimes players make that mistake of casting a spell on top of it and they target it and then it says ward 2 and they're like, well, F, because they didn't, which, you know, if they have a 1 mana ability, they now have to pay 3 because of that ward 2. So a total of 3, that is. The 1 and plus the ward 2. Anyway, the ward can be, the ward in this case is 2 colorless mana, but it could be pay 3 life or whatever, you know, so, or discard a card. And if they don't have a card to discard, their spell fizzles. So anyway, it's not a strong starter deck. It's very weak to aggressive decks. Because while it does have some removal, it has a lot of spells in here that are not removal. I will say that. There's a lot of spells in here that are not removal. So we have a lot of board set up. They only give you a few creatures on top of this. I mean, our creature base is 18, which is okay. But you end up drawing a lot of spells, and then you get flooded because it's got 25 lands on top of it. So anyway, we'll try to do our best. This is for the first things first. Get our dailies done. Get a pink bowl. Y'all should drink something. So, we got a little bit of viewers on Magic the Gathering for YouTube there. Hello, hello. We had a lot yesterday. I can't wait to show you the numbers, Zines. It was really good. probably, I mean, City Skylines hit records for our YouTube channel. And then the Magic the Gathering stream last night hit other records. So both of those combined still have their own set of records, but for our channel alone, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So if you're out there watching, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a little emoji in the chat or comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, dislike it if you dislike it. If you're over here on Twitch, hit that follow button. And if you didn't realize it, you can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account, and you can use those free goodies you get every 30 days, including a Twitch subscription for your favorite streamer of your choice. So, all right. Spark Ring. Let's get our dailies done. Wondrous Wizardry. ICUP Willard. That's probably not what they were going for, but that's how I read it. Play our 1 red so we can get a creature on the board. That's the deck I wanted to play, was the black and red one. Smacking in for 1. This enters tap because it can do a blue or red. Okay. We got spells. Are these instants? No. Okay. Well, we're just gonna get this creature down because we can. Now, I've gone over the creatures of the deck in case you're like, what do they do? You know. But if you're over here on the computer, because I'm running Untapped, the plugin, I'm pretty sure I am. Maybe I'm not. I gotta check. If you're on desktop, you should be able to hover over the cards and read them. Okay, whenever this does damage, if it attacked this turn, each opponent loses 3. Yeah. So this does some nasty stuff to us. It would be great if we can get rid of it. So I'm not going to attack with my 2/1, so I can block into it. Actually, I can cast this. But let's see if I get a... Well, I don't need more land. I'm looking for a removal card. Cool. So I did that on purpose so I can get this down. Missed an opportunity to get this one down. Draw 2 cards and discard a card unless you attack this turn. Okay. We're gonna attack in. We get the 1. Howdy, partner. We're gonna hit end turn. I wanna leave options up. I'm gonna leave some mana up. Hey, Honey Crumbles. No. We're gonna give that hexproof so he can't burst lightning down it. Did not draw a land, so we're gonna fix that. I am A-okay discarding a card here, but I want to get a land down. I get another fairy. I'm missing out on... It can be argued that I could have had 3 fairies on the board. So because it's my third time playing the deck, I'm making a few misplays. So let me call those out. I want the land, so I will toss that. I am going to get this down. I am going to attack with all of these. Those are great attacks, great trades. Removing, because their deck is all about raiding. They have to attack in order to get efficiency with their deck. So it could have had 2 more fairies on the board. It's going all right. Playing some Magic the Gathering right now. How are you? No Baldur's Gate this week. Maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still in Act 3. Opponent sees a lot of pressure on the board. Okay. I am curious what you got there. You probably have something that brings it back, maybe. Maybe you got an instant. Okay, no. All right. So it dies, and then you got a second one. Perfect. We'll lose 3 life. We got that as a resource. Oh. Well, you know, the great thing about this card is that because it's got a mana symbol on it, and it doesn't have a tap. So if it doesn't have a tap next to the mana symbol here, I can go ahead and sacrifice it and kill this. And that's exactly what we're going to do, folks. Now our board's looking really good. They lost 2 of their power cards. Those are really nice cards for the deck. You guess. So let me make sure I have the untapped plugin. I'll make sure after this game. But for those that are on desktop, you can actually mouse over the cards and it will tell you what they do. So we're going to smack in for 7. Looking really good for us. We're going to play this. Get another threat onto the board, and we're looking really good for a GG here. We just swing wide and we're good, or I can just burn it. First off, let's play it. Remember, we're here for dailies. It gets haste. And we're just going to... We get to make fairies. We get to draw another card. We get to play another land. We get to attack all. And ICUP Willard is out of there. All right, so how do we do on our dailies? We got 1,000 gold, which is great.
You have enough gold for a booster. Let's go get one from the store.
Cool. Listen, next time you play some BG3, just hit me up because I only got to stay for like 5 minutes last time. All right, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. So, I post my schedule usually Mondays or Tuesdays on my socials. But yeah, if you want me to let you know, I'll let you know. So, so yeah, we need some more red and blue spells. We're also we got an advance in our Spark rank for the new player accounts. So hey Trey, let me and that's a great lurker check-in there. We're very lurker friendly in the stream, so if you're like me and you don't want to talk, that's me sometimes whenever I'm watching other people. Sometimes I'm antisocial and I just want to watch. If you're like me, but you want to show your support but not get called out for, that's why we have a 1-point channel redemption called Lurker Check-In. It's just a way of saying, hey, I'm here, but you know, don't engage. You know, it's like you get a salute. That's all it is. Thank you for the support. We're not going to ask any questions. So more sparked ranked with our free starter deck. Let's see how we do. Drinking some more coffee here. Ah, crap. I forgot to check to see if Untapped was installed. And I got 2 messages over here too. I need to check. Okay, so Holy Lands plus I'm gonna mulligan. And we get what, the same thing over again? And stuff we can't play? Alright, I'm gonna toss you. Okay. We're playing against the blue-green deck. So we are playing other starter decks. That's good. They're doing ramping things. Ramping things. We're not going to do any attacks. Doesn't make sense right now. They got creatures down that can ramp. And a big booty on that. A toughness of 3. Kind of stops our advance. Oh, okay. Well, that is... So, like I said, we are going to be playing against people who have the opportunity to upgrade their decks. Search your basic lands. Okay. Then number 2, when you cast a creature spell, that creature enters. And then draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power tied for the greatest power. Okay. And it's a sacrifice. So this is a creature until the end of 3. All right. Well, let's get our flyer down, which it's a 0/4 because we don't have any spells. We're playing a deck that relies on spells, and all of our spells, we had to mulligan once already, so not looking good for us. Not a good start. Okay, what do you do again? Whenever a land enters, put a 1/1. And this dies after the next go round, so I don't need to worry about you, but I can just block. Okay. Let's draw some stuff. We'll put you in the graveyard. There we go. That's a little better. But with that 2/5 over there, not great. We will just send this in. Get some damage. So they were able to draw a card because they had the greatest power on the board. A 6/6 Trampler. That is a part of the deck. You're still awake. Hey, Heroic. Really not looking good for us here. And we're missing land drops on top of it. Is that going to do us any good? They got a 6/6 and a 4/4. We really got to get rid of the 6/6. But we can't unless we block. We need land. I need to be able to cast. There we go. So now this became a 3/4. So now we can block the 6/6 coming in. It's gonna pop off another 4/4. So it's not looking good for us. We really had a bad start. But I got land. We can deal with the 6/6 when they attack because we can block into it. Or I can keep my Drake alive. Yep. It's our one creature on the board that we need to keep alive. So this is going to pop off 2 more Baloths. This is where the green and blue deck shine. Chef's kiss here. Actually, you should put it on your trample. And you should attack. You should attack all. Our opponent does not realize the muscle they have on the board here. Okay, no blocks. I'm happy to take 4 here instead of 12. I mean, actually, I would have taken 10. Yeah, 12. I would have taken. Wow. Okay, I'm not quite sure of the play there. I need to get rid of the Baloth, otherwise it's just going to be popping off 4/4s. So I'd like... Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to spin this, aren't I? And they take 6 in the air. We take a lot of damage coming up. If they had attacked all last time, I would be dead this time. This is a big mistake on Tommy. Okay. Block your 7/7. See, I'd be dead this go around. Did not draw any land. I need blockers down though. Gotta be able to attack. Otherwise, I'm not gonna win. Oh, we got reach. Okay. Forgot about good old reach. So I'm dead anyway. So. I was gonna lose that creature on the defense, so there's that too. There's like, oh, Trey, you misplayed. Well, yeah, kinda, but also not kinda. What do you do? Okay, ramping for mana, add stuff to your and what is it? You reveal a creature card. Okay, and then they got flying on top of it. So yeah, we were dead the next 2 turns anyway. But big misplay on our opponent being too defensive. Attack all, my friend. The math is there. Oh, okay. Why would you not? So I live? You're telling me? No, I still die. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, still die. All right. I don't get why holding back though. You want to send everything in to make sure because if I had a surprise or something, or a flash in of a blocker, then you've gone another round. You would have gone 2 more rounds of not finishing me off. So we can learn from mistakes here. I played the deck as best as I could with the hand that I got. And hey, we got a wild card. That's so cool. You got a wild card. Follow me to find out how to use them to craft new cards. Except you didn't go anywhere. So we'll keep we got to keep playing our dailies here. We're going to keep playing the best that we can. Cancel. Almost forgot again to make sure Untapped was installed. And I need to get to some messages there on the side. Hold on. Extensions. Where's my extensions? Okay, Untapped is now activated. So if you're on a desktop, if you're watching the stream, you can hit refresh. And then when I'm in a game, it will show you the deck. You can look at the deck. You can look at what cards haven't been drawn. You can even mouse over the board, look at every single card, read it. You can check the graveyards. You can check everything. Okay, so it's interactable, and you can read everything if you're on a desktop. Can you do that on a mobile device? No, that's just too much processing power and video effects that I don't know. It just wasn't designed for mobile. So if you're on a desktop, I mean, it says mobile. Maybe they've changed it since I've used it. It's been almost half a year since I've done some Magic. So, but it's, yeah, I got to be inside of a game. So, so once I get inside of a game, you should be able to use it because it is now activated. Let me read messages here. All right. What achievement did we get? We got some color masteries. Ready to claim what? Red? What do you mean ready to claim? Win a game with no cards in hand. Oh, okay. All right. We made some progress in our, I guess these are like milestone achievements or something. Yeah. Oh, you can't do a hydrate thingy. That's what you mean. It's telling me that it's not available. All right, let me... Let me update the soundboard.
Drink up, me hearty yo-ho.
There we go. Now it's working. All right, let's get back into the game. Or games. Remember, we're doing Spark Rank, and we're going to be playing people who are either A, playing starter decks, or B, starter decks with some upgrades, I would imagine, because that's the easiest way to do. And we have chosen not to upgrade any of ours, but we're playing the red and blue one just because it's part of our dailies right now. I wish I had more dailies for this event. Good news is, if you lose, you don't lose any of your rank. Okay. Not the best, but we'll take it. We'll play our slow lands first, since we don't have a turn one play anyway. The Phyrexia. Okay. They're playing the Landfall green deck that's doing pretty good right now, probably, I would imagine. What do you do? Let's see. I might have to sacrifice this just to take out a thingy next go around. So we'll just do this instead. And if I miss a land drop, that's going to kill me. This deck either floods you with land or you get screwed on land. All right, what do you do? Oh, F me. We're playing against Alchemy in this format. Oh my gosh. That is not good. I forgot about that with the monocolored decks. Whenever a creature you control with flying enters, if this creature is named, cards you own named intensified by 1. As long as the creature's intensity is 3 or more, it has base power tough. It has so many words. Okay, so that one's got to die more. All right, and we missed our land. Great. Smack in for 2, I guess. If they're, I'll be happy to trade. Hey, Epic. How you doing? Okay, that's news to me, is that we're playing Alchemy in this format. What is this person still playing in this Spark rank? They're playing Mythics and Gold. They probably just crafted the deck. I mean, a block? Smack in for 2 again, I suppose. Happy to trade here with the 3/2. Okay, maybe not. The little 1 mana creature is getting stronger. So you got 2 intensity. That's a trade for me. Whenever a creature you control with flying enters, if it's named, cards you own intensify by 1. As long as the creature's intensity is 3 more, it has base power and toughness 4/4, has flying vigilance, and is a radiant swan. So this one grows in power too? Yuck. Let's send this in because we can. We need to be able to probably deal with the flying chocobo, unfortunately. Maybe should have attacked in with this. See what would have been blocked. Resolve all. Not looking good for us. Our starting hand was bad too. Oh. Okay. They chose not to do anything, and full mana open as well. Okay. I'm gonna draw 3 cards since you decided not to do anything. You got some fight effects? Oh, okay, you got a flash? Okay. You know, it goes right. It becomes plotted. So I still get to cast it. Hmm. Some removal would be nice. We'll just get rid of that as we can. And no attacks. We're doing what we can, folks. We're hanging in there. It's not looking good for us. Their board is just gonna get scarier and scarier. Why are you not attacking with this? It doesn't tap. I'm all tapped out. And I don't have anything that can block. Okay, so we're fighting people who are making some really bad misplays here. And they should have attacked all. I don't get. I don't get. I really don't get it all. But we're gonna need some threats on the board here. No attacks. Okay, so there is a thing about being too defensive. They should be attacking with this, okay? And they should be attacking with this because this has vigilance. This is an 8/9. It's like I have to stop this coming in. So I have to chump block, right? This is not doing me any goods. And I'm taking 4 damage. Otherwise, I would have taken 6 more. Or I could have blocked this and taken 8. You see? But they're making misplays here. I would have been dead this turn. This turn, had they pushed in. When you have a board state like this and 15 health as a resource, you're not gonna die to my stuff. But now I have a 6/6 on the board, which kinda it helps. It helps. Do they have a counter? No, they don't. And now the question is, okay, should they have attacked along? I mean, now what do they do, right? They can push in with the 8/9. Do they have lethal on the board? And do they just not see it? Yes, they do. Because I block this, I block that, and I block one of those, I would have 1 hit point left. I would have 1 hit point left. Okay, so we chump block here. So again, I would have been dead last turn, right? I'll get another terror down. I gain a life now. If I put this, this will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I'll have enough. It's already on the stack, so you can't do anything about it. Now I got more chump blockers. Discard that. Cast this. Okay. No attacks. They get to exile that. They have to pay 3 life. And Ward of 3. So they got a great deck. The only problem is they don't know how to drive it. Attack all. Now the opponent sees it. So, chump blocking. So this goes back to what I was saying about Magic the Gathering. The reason that it's a fun game is because of its complicity. Sometimes you can take a really awesome deck, but just you're not the creator of it. You're not the driver of it. And you'll just make misplay after misplay after misplay. Just like this red and blue starter deck. I had trouble with it when I first started it in the starter deck duels because I couldn't figure out what cards I should be tossing away and whatnot, right? It made sense to toss away instant and sorceries so that my other spells get better. But the instant and sorceries I was tossing was the draw cards. And then I kept getting flooded during those times, and those draw cards is what I really needed. So learning from your mistakes, learning that you can't be too defensive. I myself have fallen into that mindset a couple times and still do to this date, because sometimes the board gets too complex, you know, and this is why I don't like Alchemy. Alchemy has a lot of cards with words on it, you know, but it works. So, but we're going to keep playing Spark Rank until we get up there. The good news is we don't have to play the red and blue deck anymore. We can play something a little bit more challenging. So we got our daily done. When do I have to go for that? All right, let's play some more. Spark ranked. Let's play. I think I would have some fun with this deck. Of course, we could always play this one as well. Arcane Aerialist might be good too. Let's try the Reckless Raid. It's very slow plays here, but we'll keep it. Okay. You may begin the game with it on the battlefield. You would gain 1 life. You gain that 1 life instead, as long as you have 7 life more than your starting life. Total creatures you control get 2/2. Okay, so it's a life gain deck. Mono white life gain? Yeah. If you descended this turn, you descend each time a permanent card is put into your graveyard from anywhere. Okay. All right, so that's going to grow in power. Let's get this down. No, let's get this down. Got to deal with the Pride Mate. It's just going to get out of hand here. I was hoping they'd block into it, but... Mono weight life gain. It's a nice little bat, though. It's 1 mana too? Yeah. At least it's not alchemy we're playing. Ooh, that's a good one. Gotta lose life though. But it grows in power. And it can transfer its counters to another creature. It's a great, great rare card. Folks, we're not going to win this one. I hate to say it. We don't have the tools with this deck and this hand. These are all going to get out of control. I'm just going to pass. No point in wasting time because we don't have enough removal in this deck to get rid of that many counters. That's a good deck to build into, but you got to spend a lot of stuff. So some going against people maybe not playing the free-to-play route, and that's fine. They're only in this for so long before they are basically out of it, right? So let's look at our deck again. Let me make sure I was right in that assumption that we just did not have the removal. I know we have the hero's downfalls. Some abrades. But yeah, we weren't just... If we had him in our starting hand, that's one thing. And we only have 2 of these. So even if I removed one of those flyers, it would transfer its counters. And these are just not going to help us as that thing gets stronger and stronger too, the Pride Mate. So, yeah, I think that was the right decision. That way we could just move on. Pretty sure that was the right play. No point in wasting time on that one. We're going to keep trying to play. Let's try Reckless Raid again. I really think we could have some fun with this. It'd be great if we could go up against someone else playing starter decks. But that's not always going to be the case, right? Yeah, we'll keep this. Not a bad starting hand. Very low curve. I guess we'll play into the black here and go for the slow play. Can I not miss any more land drops? That would be kind of neat. Smack in for 2. So yeah, that was the dilemma. It's like, do we upgrade the decks or do we not, you know? When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless. Okay. Nice Dwarven Castle Guard. Let's see. I do want this because I'm gonna sack it. Yep, sacrifice this creature, please. I want that to be unblockable. I draw a card. I get 4 damage in. Nope, 2. All right, cool. Resolve. All right, in turn. Whenever you attack, all right. Gain 1 life. Get another down. Smack in for 3. Decline. We'll block with it if we can. Happy to make a trade here because we get a creature back. Smacked in for 3. If we could get another land, this one will be played. Otherwise, we got combat tricks, or maybe another spell that will come into our hand. Do they have another removal? Maybe. They don't have enough to cast it, though. Unless they're targeting my insects. We got some fodder on the board. Let's attack in. It's holding priority for something. Oh, do you got a combat trick? No? Okay. Resolve. End the turn. Your turn. So we can, if anything is gonna die, we can fake the death, bring it back, and get a treasure token. Oh, it gets exiled, so this would not. Dang. So exile is not the same thing as dying. So it said if it dies, it gets exiled. So this is my exiled hand pile. Exile is not the same thing as dying. Dying would go into the graveyard. So it has to die and be returned. Well, we'll be able to play this next go around. Let's see what happens here. We'll get 3 more damage in. Their deck probably has some really good synergies, but they just haven't been able to draw it. And that's the other thing about Magic is you could be playing a great deck, but not get the draws, right? When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Okay, so it can put it on itself. So they're forced to block in this situation. Or actually, we win with Menace. So because they have to have, I forgot the Menace part. So even myself made a mistake there, and I was like, oh, that's right, we get Menace. So Menace means they have to have 2 blockers. So when we advance 2 more notches, that's good. That's good. I believe Ainz has gone to sleep. We're not getting any more talk out of Ainz at the moment. Small power, big heart. Spark ring. All right. Let's see. Let's try some Arcane Aerialist. Even Tradus makes mistakes? What? Yeah. Sometimes that's the problem with playing multiple decks that I'm just haven't really learned. Let's go with Path of Power. What do you do again? You got landfall stuff, right? No, that's the green and blue. You got some interesting things. I'll give you that. This would be a strong deck to play with. Arcane Aerialist. We got flyers and some walls. Angels. Let's try some Arcane Aerialists. Well, okay, all right. Path of Power. Path of Power. Path of Power. Good news is, if we go up against a deck, you know, that has been tweaked and everything, we could just tap out. And do they stay in this rank? No, as they rank up, they get out and they get out into the big boy and girl world. Big boy girl attack helicopter world, in case you identify as something else. Not laughing at that. It's just there was this video I watched where it's like, I identify as a cat officer, and the officer was willing to charge them laws against cats, and it was just not looking good. And all they had to do was turn over their driver's license for a routine stop. But since a cat cannot operate a vehicle in the state of California, oh man, that video was just. I mean, the officer was just like, okay, we can play it this way. Yes, we're playing other humans. This is ranked play, but sparked rank. We're playing other accounts that are freshly new. I want more land, please. I want to be able to draw more land. Having 2 in my hand, not a good feeling. Are we playing the mono? Oh, we're playing the mono white deck. Yes. But I don't have any plays yet. Okay, and they don't have any of their combos. Smack in for 1. That's right. Do it. Feel it. Players can't gain life. OMG. I don't blame you if you want to tap out. You got Pacify, and that ain't gonna remove that card. Not being able to gain life with that deck is a problem. It's a big problem. Oh, they've upgraded it. Okay, so they took the deck. Okay. So they probably have exile effects. Okay. Well. Let's see if we could do something. Oh, they're taking it. Okay. So these are constructed decks from a collection of constructed decks? Yes. I will show you all of those decks here soon, but I will answer that here in just a minute, right after this game. 4-2. Let's get this down. That way we leave some defensive spells up. It's got haste. Actually, we could bring in another. I like this better too. Let's just flood the board. All right. So yeah, it's better if I show you heroic what we're dealing with, and that way it makes more sense. Okay. The question is, do you value your 3/3? Yes, you do. Plane or land? Let's attack all. Let's see what happens. That's a lot of damage coming in, especially with trample effects. I got open mana. What do we do? Okay. So that's 7 plus 11. Okay. Let's just go with that. I want to be able to cast. We're gonna end the turn there. Sacrifice this token. Oh, for 2. Okay. Other cats you control get 1/1. All right. Oh yeah, players can't gain life, so even myself. Our attacks are great. Our attacks are good. And we got lethal. That's good. So now we advance up a stage. Perfect. Okay. Yay! We got some jump-in tokens too. Awesome. We get more jump-in tokens? Oh, nice. This is so awesome for a new player. Wait a minute. Did we just unlock all the play modes? Did we just unlock everything? What is this? Oh, this is Final Fantasy jump-in. Hold on. What did we... No, we don't have all the play modes unlocked yet. But we have jump-in, so that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, all right, let's talk about stuff and then I'm going to take a break because I want more coffee. So it amazes me that Magic So Big came out when I was at my second job after college. Coworker asked if I wanted to pre-order any decks before I came out. Pre-ordered like 3 with no idea it would become anything. I was like, why would anyone need more than 3? So yes, I wish I had pre-ordered more. I wish I never would have gotten rid of my cards. We won't talk about that. That was a weird time in my life before marriage kind of thing. It was a weird time. Not going to get into it. Lost a lot of cards. Kept some. Lost a lot. That being said, I'm with you. I saw this game being played, and I liked the art. I liked what I was seeing on the table. It was cards, and I was fascinated. I was like, huh, this looks interesting. You know, I was just visiting the comic shop one day, just to be a geek. And I asked the game store owner, I was like, how can I learn to play this? I said, he said, well, for $10, you can buy one of the pre-constructed decks here. And he says, and I'll sit down and play a pre-constructed deck with you. And I'll teach you. I learned Magic right then and there. My first deck was the Tempest deck during that expansion. And it was called the Swarm. It was a green and white. It's worth a little over $100 now, maybe right under $100 if you were to buy it brand new. They still have it brand new, which is amazing. And I'm so tempted to buy it because it was the deck that started me out in Magic. It's really dear to my heart. I'm so tempted just to buy it for the nostalgia. Or at least recreate it independently with all of the cards. And even then, that's still expensive because the recycle card that you get in there is the most expensive. It's like $90 something or something. So, but I had so much fun, man. I'll never forget that experience. And for me, Magic the Gathering isn't just a card game. It fuels my imagination. I feel like a planeswalker. I feel like I'm summoning things onto the board and stuff, you know. And that's why I like Arena. Because when I played Arena, I was like, I'll never get back into Magic. And when I played Arena, all the sound effects, the visual effects, I was just like, okay, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. The Magic Online that they have, where you just play looking at the table with the cards and everything, that's boring as F. Like, no, thank you. But does it give you a closer experience to the card format? Sure. But I'd rather play cards than play that. Now that I have Arena, there's times where I want to play cards and not. So let's go to your actual question here, because I've gotten off on a tangent and I do apologize. What is Sparked Ring? So we started this as a new player account because I wanted to go back, and I just hit the microphone, I'm sorry. I wanted to go back and play as a new player account because I wanted to reestablish the baselines to be able to create the decks for free, you know, the starter decks. I wanted to go through the experience again, see what's changed since Zendikar. A lot has changed, and you get more as a new player now than you did before. So you still get the monocolored decks. On a tangent, never. You still get the monocolored decks by doing the color challenge. Unfortunately, these have not changed over the years like they did when Arena first came out. When Arena first came out, they had different monocolored decks that would change, and now they don't anymore. They haven't changed since then. And unfortunately, as a new player, you cannot edit these for standard play because you have to replace every single A card. All right. Otherwise, you're going to end up in the alchemy queue. All right. So You get dual colored decks that you unlock because now they have starter deck duels. So once you complete the color challenge, a little bit in, the starter deck duels unlocks, and you can start doing starter deck duels. And when you win with one of those, you get the deck added to the account. And the starter deck duels is a play queue, which I'm sure you're aware of, where you play starter deck versus starter deck. Anyone that joins this queue, this is a queue that's, you know, unlocked for all play modes. You can get your dailies done with starter deck versus starter deck. Very fun, very power level, you know, spread. There's a little rock, paper, scissors, yes. But, you know, you're playing against other starter decks, right? That's a cool thing. I advocated for that ever since I started playing Arena in a Zendikar. I would write them once a month saying, hey, here's a way to improve Magic. I'm a new player. I want to be able to play against other starter decks. Why give me so many starter decks and you don't have a queue? Because, you know, they would do these events where they would showcase the new starter decks to come and you play only those starter decks. You know, like midweek Magic. So in midweek Magic, during that midweek, you get to play all these starter decks, and that was fun. So I'd be like, yo, Wizards, take this queue and make it a thing. Make it a thing, right? They finally did it. I want to take a little credit, but I'm sure I wasn't the only one. All right, so that being said, now they have a new player account. And if you choose that you don't know anything about Magic, you get this account. And this account gives you a lot of goodies. In fact, check this out. You get card sleeves. I had to pay money for this. You get these card sleeves just for being free. Just for doing the stuff inside. I mean, you know, this one came out for Final Fantasy, right? But, I mean, look at this. I didn't have to spend any money. And I had to spend money on my main account to get this because this was during some kind of play match or whatever thingy. I can't remember. But it's a really cool sleeve, right? So now we're getting jump-in tokens for free. Just for playing it for free. And now with the jump-in tokens, we can expand our collection. And it's really cool they have one just for Final Fantasy. Just for Final Fantasy. This is really freaking amazing. And you get to keep the cards. So as a new player still, you're getting to keep them. So what is Spark Rank? Spark Rank is a way of battling other players. Zeroing in on your question here. It's a way of battling other players who are new player accounts that can make a constructed deck. You can either play the starter decks that you have, you can make your own deck, you could spend money, whatever you want, right? You can make a deck, play, and then once you rank up enough, it will unlock all the play modes and Spark Rank will be gone for you. Because there's no point in you beating down the other people. Now you can go play in the world. I unfortunately found out, I thought we were going to be playing mostly starter decks in that queue, but it's not. It's a mix. So we play starter decks, we play decks that have been slowly upgraded. That's the cool thing. And then you see people who just went net deck. We fought one net deck. What was it? The Chocobo. It was Landfall Green or something like, I can't remember. It was like green and white. I don't know. But it's one of the new decks out there. If you're looking at the meta, you know, it's doing really well. It's like 60% win ratio, but we fought one of those and it's like, okay, all right. Well, we did our best, but you know, it's just, you know, starter deck against that's kind of hard. But so yeah, Spark Rank does consist of alchemy play because they give you these cards. These cards, which are only playable in alchemy. So Spark Rank does consist of alchemy play, which I don't like. But whatever. I for those that are wondering, like, why do you not like alchemy trade? Look, alchemy's fun. Ish. But for me, there's too much. I just don't like it, plain and simple. If I was going to choose between that and regular play, I'll choose regular play all day long. I don't want to play fake magic. Sorry. That's what it is to me. The cards do not exist. They made something that can give some kind of randomness to the cards, like Hearthstone, and take their world on it. You know, if they were to take like the Lord of the, well, they can't do that because whatever they have in card magic has to kind of mirror this, right? If they had something else, a different format, and you can only play it on Arena, well, true, that's what alchemy is. Like, no, they're it's fake magic for me. It's cards that you cannot buy that do things and have randomness to it, you know? So is it fun? Yeah, but you have to construct decks for that, just like, so where do you focus? Do you focus on constructed, draft, or whatever? Because everything you do, if you play draft, if you play jump in, if you play sealed, if you play whatever, okay? All of that ties into the constructed queue. And none of that, I mean, you can use those cards in alchemy, but why are you not using alchemy when you're playing alchemy, right? So when you play alchemy, it's another thing you have to adjust for. It's another thing you have to build for. And I don't like that. I don't like having two different queues. Like if I'm spending money here, like let's look, that's a good point. Let's look at it as a money investment. If you're spending money here, now you got to spend money here. You know, I don't want to do that. If I spend money here, this accounts for everything that's tied into constructed. Whereas, yes, you can use it here in alchemy, but alchemy has their own library of things. So, anyway, that's probably too much of a tangent there. And too much explanation, too much information. But there you go. There you go. I just plain and simple don't like it because of the time investment and the randomness. Where the randomness can be fun, but I'd rather play Hearthstone at that point. And then the fact that you can't buy the cards, you know, like if I fall in love with a card or a particular art style of a card, I want to be able to buy it. And alchemy takes those cards and changes up the effects and stuff. So, of the card, right? So anyway, it's just weird. It's a love and hate relationship. I don't not have fun. I just don't prefer to play it. I just prefer not to play it. There you go. Let me say that correctly. Like anytime they have midweek magic and you play alchemy decks that they provide, okay. But when you have to make your own stuff, that's where I'm like, So yes, there we go. Let's separate it out even further. When do I have fun? I have fun during midweek magic when they give you pre-constructed alchemy decks. When do you not have fun? When I have to construct them my own. There you go. Let's clarify it even further. But anyway, I am going to take a little break here. For those that are watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're over here on Twitch, hit that follow button. We got people watching. It's a small crew tonight. Then again, it's a Saturday night, so I would imagine people are doing things. But yeah, I'm gonna head out here and get a break. Get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Psst. Hey, Trey. Okie dokie. I'm back. Let's get some more sparked ranked ink going in. It's cool that they give you the jump in tokens because we get to collect cards and everything, but as far as my baseline goes for new player decks, I don't think I'm going to include that, but we will mention it because we'll need to keep track how many tokens we get, because that's pretty significant. It's pretty significant as far as card collection goes. It's actually very significant. We might play one game. I see us playing one game just to see kind of like the Final Fantasy. I think that's a great way of just kind of jumping in and seeing what exactly do you get out of it. Like how many rares and whatnot. I think that's actually a pretty good like idea just so we can talk about it. But not right now. We'll save it. Do I want to do some more Path of Power? Or Aerial Domination? We'll try some Aerial Domination now. We've done one of each, kinda. Hopefully I don't get interrupted here, but we'll see. Whoops, wrong Aerial Domination. I mean, aerial. Okay. Whoops. Not this one. Not this one. We're playing Path of Power. Oh my god. I didn't mean this one. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well. Oh, yeah. Because that's a weak card that I have. I'm happy to... Yeah, the other Aerial Domination. No blocks. Yep, return it. Smack for 3. Could just take the 4, sleep, hit in for 18. Now he can get food. He probably had the, like, So only one with trample, and we can kill it, and even put this down. Take 5. Swing in next go around. Or I could just block something else. Take 7. But he could have the 2 damage anytime. We'll just do this. That's cool. Well, there you go. Monocolored aerial domination. I mean, I told y'all, sleep is my most favorite blue spell. For that reason alone. It is just so freaking awesome. I didn't mean to play that one. I mean, if I'm going to play any monocolored one, it's either going to be that one or the white one, right? I feel like those are the at least going to give you a few good wins. So we could play another of the blue just for shits and giggles, see what we go up against. Yeah, let's try it. Actually, am I doing the right one that it wants me to do? Did I get more jump-in tokens? I think I did. Yeah, I have 3 now. And this will give me a pack. Okay. Let's do some more mono blue. All right. Someone that has invested some money in, that's for sure. Hey, Preston. Can't block whenever you commit a crime. If you do, pay black. If you do, return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield. All right. So we may not win this one. Because they may not play, they're definitely not playing a starter deck. Could be some kind of pre-constructed. I love you too, Preston. Whenever this creature attacks, you lose 1 life, and this creature endures 1. What does endure mean? Put a 1/1 counter on this, or create a 1/1. Okay, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Let's get a blocker down. Actually, I'd rather get this down, because I'm going to get a flyer into play. If I can draw another land. So we do need to water knot that, or this. Oh, they're playing the, is this mono? Oh, it's the Orzhov Sephiroth deck. Okay, yeah, I saw this on some meta decks. If you do draw a card whenever another creature dies, so You can sacrifice if you do draw a card. Whenever the creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. If this is the 4th time, this ability transform them. I see. No, that's fine. We're probably gonna tap out. Yeah, we didn't get any land. We're tapping out. Your friends are watching? Gotcha. Yeah, we didn't get any land, and we're playing against a deck that's obviously got a good board state going on, and no land means we're not able to do anything, and we're just going to get behind and lose. So we're playing a starter deck queue. So for those that are just tuning in and wondering what we're playing here, we're playing against other new players that have just started their arena accounts. So that's what Sparked Ranked means. And so it's not just we're playing the entire world. We're playing players who have started accounts, made it this far where they can now construct their own decks and start playing other players similar to their new account status. And of course, during this new account status, yeah, you can spend money and build decks and do all that thing, you know, I mean, that's great. It advances you into Spark rank and gets you out of Spark rank into the rest of the world. So that's fine. But we have chosen not to upgrade any of our starter decks. We have chosen not to do so and to continue on doing Spark ranked until we unlock all the play modes. So we're gonna lose some because if we play against similar decks, we have a good chance of winning. If we play against similar starter decks, other players playing starter decks, we have a very good chance of winning. But yeah. So let's continue on. Preston, when do I need to get off here for? When are y'all calling it a night? That's a good question. It's 11, almost 11:30 for me. So I was just wondering. But I'm gonna go ahead and start up another thing here. I think I will keep playing a little bit of aerial domination and see how we do with it. I'm curious. So again, these are starter decks given to us for free. Hopefully we're playing other people who are playing starter decks. We'll see. Man, this is not a good hand to keep. Only 2 land and so many high casting. This is a little better. We can toss. I guess we toss you. We just don't have anything to play on turn 2. All night long. Yeah, I guess Preston didn't hear me, so that's all right. They're not answering on YouTube. We're playing large and in charge, maybe? Hello? Yeah, looks like it. Let's get this into play. Hey, Preston, when are y'all calling it a night? So I don't miss a phone call or anything. Did you upgrade the deck at all? Is a question. You're playing the starter deck. No? Okay, so far you're keeping it real. I'm not gonna water not any of those. But I will. I missed a land drop. Did not draw a land, so that kind of sucks. We are going to smack in for 2 because we can. We have flying, and it can only be blocked by flying. You don't know? Okay. That is something we will water not. That's a 10/10 T-Rex. Well, dinosaur. Okay. I'm not going to block. I'm going to value my Waterkin Shaman. they'll be able to draw an extra card on the next go around. Hey, another water knot. All right. Smack in for 2. So now they're going to get some draw synergy. We missed our land drop ×2. So that's not good. We need land to be able to play our next creature here. 2 blue and 2. Preston or anyone else that's jumping in, if you don't know what's going on, you can always catch the very first series where I teach you how to play from the very start. Right now, we're kind of into advanced Magic, somewhat. That is huge, and I got another water knot for it. We are doing something about it. That would kill us. That would kill us. We're gonna go ahead and start attacking all. If he wants to block at this point with his 1/1, I'm good. Taking the extra damage is good. They get to keep drawing extra cards. They're getting value out of that enchantment. It's better than potions with Snape. Advanced Magic is better than potions with Snape. I don't think Preston would get that since he never finished Harry Potter. I tried to get him on it. Maybe Princess Grayling will get into it. We have missed our land drop 3 or 4 times now. We'll take 1 point of damage. Land. That's good. All right. Let's get another flyer in the air. This becomes a 3/2 now because we played a flyer. Attack in. They can chump with their 1/1, or they can take the 5. They take the 5. I would have chumped because these are not going to do you that much good when you already got 5 land down and you can get all the extra colorless mana out of these, and this is your most expensive card. So, I would have chumped. Chumped block, meaning. We got an unsummon. If we can get another mana, we'll be able to play this 2 and 3 because it takes 2 blue plus 3 more. 3 anything. That's why I call that colorless. We're taking 5/5 now. We will let that hit our face if it comes in. Yep. No blocks. It's a race. It's a race who can kill. So when we play this will get oh, actually, wait a minute. We got 6 points of damage. Oh, I almost missed a we got lethal. We got lethal. Because this is 6, and whenever I play a non-creature spell, all of my flyers get... No, creatures I control get 1/1. So we're just going to bounce this. And that's lethal because they can't be blocked. Except for the ground creatures. The ground creature can be blocked, but the ones in the air cannot. That's 8-point damage coming in the air. Good game. And we advance up in Spark Rank. At some point, it's going to kick us. I guess once we get through Spark Rank Tier 1 and we finish it, it will unlock everything and it'll be like, okay, you're gone. You're gone. Don't play any more Spark Rank with all the new players. So. That's with aerial domination, folks. That's a monocolored blue deck. We get a pack a card. We also unlock a card. Remember, we're playing as a free account. No money being spent here. Okay. We get a free card out of this. Choose one. Creatures we control get +3/+3. That's nice. Return up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. So I love things that have, you get, more than one effect. The only problem about this is that it's a 2 green and 3. So again, for those that are kind of brand new to Magic, it takes at least a specific 2 green mana plus 3 others. Okay, so it could be 3 blue, 3 this, or even 3 more green, so a total of 5. So it's high casting cost, but it gives you things, and it's also sorcery speed. So sorcery speed means you can only play it on your main phase and second phase. You can't play it at any time. So if this was an instant, it would be really just great because it would catch the opponent completely off guard, especially if they're letting in attackers, and then you're like, surprise, +3/+3 everywhere, and suddenly that's some massive damage. But yeah, sorcery speed, it gives you choices. Yeah, I mean, the opponent sees it coming, but it's still a heavy card. Decent card. So we're gonna keep doing some more Sparked Ranked until it kicks us out. I think I'm gonna keep playing the aerial domination deck. Or we can change the deck up, since we're getting some more viewers. Don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a little emoji in the chat or comment section if you're watching this as a VOD. If you're over here on YouTube, don't forget to follow. So, do we want to change it up and play something else? They see it coming. Doesn't mean they could do anything about it. This is true, too. I do have a lot of fun with aerial domination. I really do. We could try to play... Oh, this would be just mass suicide, I feel like. Goblins everywhere. Did we want to do some graveyard gift stuff here? We could do some stabs. We got some walls. We got some counters. We got flying. It's all about milling and zombifying. It's about filling our graveyard up. We could try just for some funsies. See if we can get a win or two with it. Let's try graveyard gifts. I may go back to aerial domination. It's a deck that I know, like, through my heart. So I'm able to play it really effective. Whereas this, I'm still learning. We don't really have a good hand here. I think I am going to mulligan. Okay, we got better land choices. We got a turn 1, turn 3, turn 2. I could get rid of the slow land, maybe. I'll probably just get rid of this person. I don't know. We'll get rid of the slow land. Let's say we're gonna draw into land. You just got the rarest seed and a grow a garden. Nice. Welcome back. I've been talking to you as if you're there, so sorry about that. We're gonna play our black first, so that way if they play a creature that we can stab, we'll do that. And then on turn 2, we'll play our... Well, not drawing into land. That may be a bad thing. Green and white deck, maybe? Nope, it's a Final Fantasy card, so... Could be playing an upgraded deck. Who knows? Who knows? When you cast a spell during your opponent's turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. We could flash that in. Hey, Hey, Heinz. Welcome back. Preston's over on YouTube. Oh, yes, we've seen this. So this is a very popular, like, deck that's coming into play. No, we're just going to stab that now. And then it dies. Perfect. We missed our land drop. That's not good, folks. It's not good at all. Oh, they're playing a 3-color deck. Okay, now this is different. This is not the same one, the green and white that you can net deck right now. Oh, well, that sucks. You got a land in your hand? Yep. Man, the one time we're missing our land drop. Okay. We're not doing good, folks. Not doing good at all. We'll attack him for 2. They'll take it. I don't imagine they'll block unless they got a combat trick. No combat trick? Oh my gosh! We took out a big threat! Misplay from Killbees here. Whoa! You don't know how to drive that deck, sir. Ma'am, attack helicopter, whatever you are. Whenever a land you control enters, create a bird. We missed our land dropping deck! Three land drops we're behind. We're getting flooded with spells that we cannot play. All right. I'm gonna bring you into play. Because I can exile your Chocobo! And bring it into play. And then every time I get land, it gets stronger. Okay, this is awkward for me. We missed another land drop. Draw a card, then discard a card. All right, let's land drop. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Yeah! All right, what do we want to get rid of? Probably you. I don't see myself playing this anytime soon. Or I could get rid of you and summon you back. I like that idea better. Land drop. Attack for... Oh, I misplayed! All right, we're gonna attack for 3. I should have tapped it to exile a creature card, but we might as well get the damage in since all the lanes are open. Now they're no longer open because every time they put a land down, they're going to summon 3 of these birds. Okay. Yeah, these Final Fantasy cards are really nice. These land cards, really good stuff going on. So now they get 3 more birds, and they're able to add a counter. Oh, this turn. Oh my! I misread it. I misplayed it. could have exiled that. I see. I see. I like playing a land. Let's mill some cards. I want some choices here. Can you mill? Exile target. Let's see. Cancel. Let's see. Let's do this. Stick this in there. Exile. Pull that in. Yeah. There we go. Now we're able to do some graveyard things. Bring them back. I should have got the 3 points of damage and then done it after. So a little misplay on the 1 point. Because I had it in the graveyard, I could have done it. I would have had 7 and then done it. And then anyway, I'll be able to draw 3 cards next go around. More chocobo stuff. When this enters, create whenever land, yeah, at the beginning of your first main phase, if you control 4 or more, transform. When this transforms into black, search your library, put it on the, whenever a land you control, birds control, blah, 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 blah. Did they get trample? No. Okay. So we're getting overrun here. This is where I wish I was playing the aerial domination deck. We could sleep and then win. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take one of those out. So we take 6, and then we put this in here. Yeah. And we get to draw cards on top of that. Let's play a land. Draw the cards. Draw 3 cards. Let's attack with this. Actually, no. Let's toss that. So we're dead next turn, maybe? Maybe. Maybe. Nine points of damage coming in. We just need to survive this turn and we win in the air. I see. Okay. Yeah. So now we lose? Yeah. We're dead on board, so. If we had to sleep, it would have been really cool. It would be really cool to win with this deck. I don't know what they're waiting on. Attack all. Yeah, sure. So didn't quite win with our graveyard gifts. I mean, I still had fun. All right. I want to try another graveyard gifts game again. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can win with that one. And then I may swap back to my aerial domination. Senka, you dead? Yeah, man. They were probably getting some dailies done. I mean, it's a nice deck they have. 3 colors. Yeah. It could be worse. We'll play the slow play first. Got our barrier down. Oh, did they miss a land drop? No, they didn't. We're playing the green-red deck. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, they got priorities shifted. Y'all saw that, huh? All right. I think they have a burn spell, quite possibly. Ooh. No, we're going to counter that because we can. They got a land that they forgot to put down. There we go. Well, can I get a land? Yes. Let's do it. I don't want to miss my land drop. I hate to do that for an instant spell, but... You got a land they hadn't put down yet? Huh, that's interesting. Well, because we can, we're gonna mill some cards. 1, 2, 3. What did we mill here? We could bring Kiora back with Zombify. Oh yeah. That's gonna be awesome. So what did you do here? You've upgraded your deck. You gain 2 life at this then okay. They're doing some graveyard things too. Let's zombify our Kiora. I want to keep the land, so we will throw this and this into the graveyard. And now we'll be able to make an octopus. My first time making an octopus with her. This is gonna be interesting. What do you need to get? You need power of 4. Okay. To be able to get the +2/+2. So it looks like my opponent is missing land drops, which isn't good for them. It's good for us, though. Hey, M2G Hillbilly, you just subbed to you, found you on my feet. Well, thank you so much. So it comes into play as a 4/4 for a few turns. They got a land drop. It adds mana next go around, another creature, and in the third, everything gets 2/2 trample until end of turn. Nice. And this will combat off of that, so good. I also stream Arena. Nice. Okay. I'll check you out when I can, and also add you to that. So, if I destroy this, do you get the sacrifice after 3? Are they? When they sacrifice, does it go back into their graveyard? Is the question. So, with that being said, let's play something with some Death Touch. We'll also be able to draw, maybe get a land. Okay, never mind. I will mill this since it's got flashback. And it will give us our octopus, right? You may create... Oh, yes. So what we could do... I think it's worth getting the 8/8 down. We have to attack. I should have baked it into pie. But... take action. They can easily block. You can't block the flyer, though. It exiles finality counter on it. Thank you, Hillbilly. So if I baked it into pie, it probably would have just gone into the graveyard? Or does that... If it would go... so we should have baked it into pie. Okay, all right. All right. Good to know what finality counters are. This is a great bake into a pie if I've ever saw one. You want to kill that one? Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I probably would have waited. Because on your next turn, you would have gotten 2/2, and then you could have taken out the octopus, but... Okay. Oh, we could zombify again? Oh, man. Okay, let's get rid of you. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cancel. If they're willing to block my Death Toucher, I think I'm willing to trade for this. Because then I can save this. And this is an instant. So we could attack with both of these, see what happens. I don't want to miss my land drop. So what am I going to get rid of? I have enough mana to cast things, so maybe I am tossing the land. Because I want to be able to do stuff. All right. Really? Okay. This doesn't get the benefit of having the 2/2 now. That's kind of why I did it. That comes into play. Now the Ruby, that's fine. That's a great defender target, and we'll get a token out of it. We take a point of damage. Get a token. I'm not ready to sacrifice that yet. I do want to play this. Or... So I have 5, 6 mana there. And what do I have in my graveyard? I could bring Kiora back, but I could do that next go round. I like the idea of bringing the Arbiter in. So I think I'm going to bring the Arbiter in. Make him sacrifice something. Discard a card, that is. We also get a 5/4 under the board. They'll probably get rid of the land. They're struggling for land anyway. I don't think that would be the play. You should get something, rid of something that you can't cast. Or your weakest one on top of that. We'll get rid of this. Got great attacks coming in. They got to chump. Exactly. They have to. We can always opt on their turn. We can even sacrifice our food token if need be. Looking pretty good for us. We got options. That's fine. They're dead in the air unless I get a reach or removal. So I'm taking 7, 8 points of damage. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come on in. I'm just gonna kill you next go around. It's just better to scry and yeah. All right. So let's see what happens here. Do you have anything? We'll get rid of one of our scavengers. I could have stabbed. That way, but the air, they can't block anyway. All right, that works. So we played an upgraded Path to Power deck and got a win off of that, so that's kind of neat. Getting up there. Now, we've chosen not to upgrade any of our decks for those that are just tuning in, because we're going to save that for when we advance into the Spark rank. So, yeah, good game indeed. I like games like that. I like games like that. That's what you should encounter in Spark rank, is like decks that are, you know, slowly being upgraded. Not someone that just went and, you know, bought 50 packs and, hey, look at my new deck. And then, and, you know, hey, that's Magic. You know, if you want to invest in it, it's okay. You know, it's okay. I encourage you to always take inspiration from your opponents. Never just tap out if you don't mind sitting into the game. Learn what their deck is, and maybe you build into it. Maybe you're like, that's a really cool deck. You know, don't get discouraged, get inspired is what I say. Yeah, sometimes, but for me personally, I can look at some of the meta decks here, and if I know I'm going against a couple of them, which we did tonight, it's like we'll just move on because of time investment here. So, do we want to try out another starter deck here, or how about we do some Vampiric Hunger? I believe Irons has fallen back asleep again. Well, okay. Was from Cool Runnings, by the way. Ah, nice. Look. Oh, wow. Whenever you attack with one or more lizards, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. Okay. Put a 1/1 counter on this. Activate only if an opponent lost life. Okay. Well, interesting. Mono red? Lizards? You can pay. Okay, they got what, a shock spell or something in their hands too? We'll just put a big booty something down that they can't easily kill for 1 mana. Now, if they have open mana in and they attack, then it's a telltale that they got a shock spell. And I will not be able to block this go around. Or they can just abrade it. So they got some burn damage plus some ping damage. Okay. The good thing is we're a gain life deck. The problem is we didn't gain any of our we didn't get any of our stuff to gain life off of yet. So little problem there. We'll play this, and then if they try to burn it, we can increase it, maybe. Maybe. And we'll gain some life, too. Because we're getting pinged for 4 damage every single time. So they got the open mana. They're holding priority. We'll try to block, because we need to. And then we'll pull out their spell here. Might as well get it going, so they don't use it on something else here. Extra mana, we'll be able to cast our 4/4 lifelink hexproof, so that's gonna from instance. So there we go. Totally fine with this play. We pull it out of their hand. We knew they had something. So they're only sitting on 2 mana though. And they still have another burn spell in hand. Is all of your stuff instants? So far it is. Haste, huh? It deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest. Oh, so we need to be able to gain life. Okay, so we do need to block. Now, if they had dealt the damage to me, they should. Yeah, that's a very interesting play to do there. Very interesting play to do. So they probably have more instants in hand, just, you know, creature removals while killing you down with hired claws, maybe, and some big stuff like this. It's neat mono red deck so far. We're gonna try to win. Knowing that they got some stuff, we're going to pass. There we go. So yeah, they got a lot of removal. So their whole idea is to whittle this down this way so far. Can I kick you? And then what do I have? Yes. And then I'll have a sufficient blocker for some of that. You can use it, but it still comes into play. I'm glad they're using it on these things instead of like this. So now they're down to, this is the problem with mono red, is at some point you run out of cards. This will be able to draw, be able to bring in something and draw. This has death touch on it though. So they have to deal with this or they're not, or I can just easily block their hired claws and kill them. Yeah, they saw the death touch. Okay, so they're considering it. So I gain life back if I do damage. Oh man, just full of instants. Okay. All right. Well, I die next go around just to the lizards, so... Actually... I don't. Actually, I do, because I don't have enough. I can exile that. That hits. Yeah, so we're dead. Right? Yeah, we're dead. Yeah. It's a good game. Nice mono red deck there, actually. That's one to get inspired off of. So, because it's just going to fight every little small creature that comes out. And they had the perfect answers for it. It's good stuff, actually. I should have removed the lizards a long time ago. So, what could I have done better on that? Remove one of the lizards. I saved my removal spell for what I thought would be coming a better target for it with, only to realize we never got the better target to use it with. So. Psst. Hey, Trey. Let's play another. Interesting. Interesting deck. Am I losing internet or is my opponent losing internet? Don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a little emoji in the chat or comment section. If you're over here on YouTube, don't forget to follow. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm a veteran player playing on a new player account because I wanted to go through the new player experience. It's been a while since Zendikar, and I wanted to see all the changes that have been done. Also, I will be updating my starter decks. It's a draw because we couldn't connect. I'll be updating the starter decks based off of a free player experience. So to do that, I need to go through the new player experience with all the new changes, get a new baseline for wildcards. So tune in, subscribe, you know, all that great stuff if you're interested in that. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Hey, Tater. Uh-oh. There we go. Well, we got the stuff to pop off. That's good, but sort of. It'd be nice if I would have had, like, the rabbit. You know, every single time we played against this Vampiric Hunger deck, every single time, someone would have the card that anytime you played a creature, these would pop off. Like, why can't I get lucky? Why can't I get lucky like that? Why? Why does villain get to have all the fun? So they mulliganed. Important to note. Hey, look at that. Not a pre-constructed deck. Mono white. It could be, or it could be bats. So. Well, we're playing a gain life deck too, but they have already on the go with it. We'll play this just to get something on the board. We can block with it unless they attack first with their bat, then their Pride Mate's just going to get out of hand. We'll have to exile it. Not much removal in this deck. It just really counts on getting big creatures. Okay. So now we take 4. Now we take 5. Not a good start for us. Great start for them. That's a really great card to have. And like I said, we couldn't get lucky with our stuff, so that kind of sucks. I mean, it is what it is. Enters tapped. We'll play this. I mean, we have our own, but we're definitely going to be taking a lot of damage next turn. No blocks, unfortunately. This is one card I would trade out of the deck because it's too high of a mana cost. I'm gonna kick it so I can bring back my other one. Yeah, that way we got blockers, no attacks. And then well, not good for us. I think we're dead. Didn't get any of our removal. Didn't get any of our turn 1 plays. I honestly don't know why you don't attack with this, because it's flyer. Like, it's past midnight. Well, yeah. I think I'm going to play a little more. I'd like to get this spark rank thing done if I can tonight. If I can. I do want to get a good win with the Vampiric Hunger deck. So we're going to play it again. So those bats are really nice. We can replace those with the the hawk in the deck, I think. Yeah, this. So now I finally, but now when I get this, I don't have the guy that I need to beef up. So that sucks. And of course I don't get a white mana to play off right off the bat. Red and blue. Okay, interesting. I'll play the slow play here. Yeah, we need more of this and more of the rabbits. Rabbits? Is it a rabbit? Yeah, I think it's a rabbit. You getting some good rest, Irons? Am I able to help you out a little bit there? I like being able to draw a card right now, but then again, having something to block is actually really good too. Oh, you got an instant in hand. I see. Is it a opt or a burn? We'll see. Okay. It's an opt. So we're playing the Wondrous Wizardry deck. Our opponent is. Nice little red-blue starter deck. That can be easily upgraded to something a little bit more competitive, I feel. That can be sacrifice and kill our bird. The VV deck. Okay, we definitely want to save 1 white mana in case they do some stuff, some shenanigans. Actually, let's attack in and see what happens. Okay. Another opt. Okay. That is why we kept 1 white mana. Oh. He can sacrifice it, knock out one of the overseers. Actually, it's better if he knocks out the hawk, knowing our deck really combos off of gaining life. They have something in hand. I think I'm okay just taking the 4 damage, possibly 5 damage here. Oh, okay, so you don't have any spells? Because of the prowess here? Oh, they misplayed. They could have got 1 point of damage on me. Yeah. They could have got it, I'd be at 23. Taking out the one, this, where any creature comes in, gains a life, that's actually a good call. Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, create a 1/1 white. Okay. I like that. Because we're going to fly right over and get a token. And then end the turn. Is this on my turn? Each of your turns, yes. My turns. I can't do it on their turn. Okay. I'm happy to trade here. Force a spell out of their hand. Okay. Yeah, resolve. I mean, I've successfully blocked you because you don't have trample. We'll wait. Ah, this is really good. This is really good. Draw a land, please. Thin our deck out. Yep. Don't miss our land drop. Attack for 1. Get another on our Pride Mate. Boom, boom, boom. Looking good for us now. Looking really good for us now. Really good. They need a... Ooh, yes. Okay. We're gonna keep that in our hand for some bluffing. They have... They can't block any of our flyers. So we'll send those in. Beef up our Pride Mate. Okay. Play this. Hey, Pie. We'll do the sacrificing the this. Okay, dokie. So one thing they could have done here, knowing the deck, knowing that this deck is powerful, whenever you get these onto the board, they needed to save this for that. So, you know, that was one, and they misplayed 1 point of damage. Not a big deal. But knowing that the deck that they're playing against, they really needed to prioritize a little bit more removal on these. Removing this one was a good call. But going for the other stuff, no, not so much. So yeah. So we got a win off of that. Cool. We're getting a card out of it too. Baron. It's a vampire noble. So Greywater. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter, create a black vampire rogue creature token with lifelink. Tokens. Okay, so it's more of a token lifelink deck. Okay. Something like that, but all right. Let's continue doing our Spark Rank. Do we want to go back to aerial domination? I think so. Or do we want to do arcane aerialists? I really love winning with our aerial domination. I really do. We'll see if we can. Okay. Cold-blooded killers, maybe? Maybe? Well, 6 land in our hand. Like, can we, so we're playing against the, That deck. Okay. No blocks. When I first played Magic, you had to ante a card. Let's scry. Pardon me. A 4/3, not bad. And we can play it next go around. We'll keep it. So do I water knot this and start attacking for 2? I don't think so. We gotta save it for those big ones, right? I can unsummon it. And attack for 2. But I miss out on some damage. We'll say no attacks. My turn. So now we got a 4/3, which is good for us. That is a great water knot, if I've ever seen one. And we got a sleep in hand. Oh, baby. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this. Play our land. This will become a 3/2 and a 4/3. But they don't know yet. They don't know. Okay, so you'll take 6, 10 damage. Wow. Could sleep next go around too and do some massive damage. It'll be lethal. It'll be lethal next turn. So they would be forced to block with their blocker flyers. They would lose all their flyers. Looking extremely good for us. So yeah, there's a reason Sleep is my favorite blue card. There's a reason. It's just the most surprising card ever. Soon, my dear. Complete spark rank. So when we complete the spark rank, I think we are done. I think we're done. But, and look at that, we're getting a lot of people on YouTube all of a sudden. But I will respect my girlfriend. I got some things I need to do tomorrow. Real life stuff. Otherwise, I would stay up tonight. We would have an amazing night on YouTube. We would, because I see that it's recommending me out there again. I don't know what's triggering that. So if you're tuning into the channel, let me tell you why you should subscribe if you're not subscribed. Why you should hit that like button and maybe put a little emoji here in the chat section or the comment section after if you're watching this VOD. Over here on Twitch, don't forget to follow. But I'm a veteran player. I've played in the 90s. I've played Arena since Zendikar up until, I would say I haven't played in the last half year-ish. Okay, there's been a few expansions, almost a whole year I haven't played. Final Fantasy's coming back, Spider-Man's coming in, or Final Fantasy's in, Spider-Man's coming eventually. I'm getting back into Magic. But since Zendikar, I haven't done the new player experience on Arena in a while. And I gained a following on YouTube for a lot of people love to show you meta decks and like, this is the best deck, yada yada yada, but there's not a lot of people out there that show you how to upgrade the decks, the starter decks. There's some that show you how to upgrade them, but not as a free player, as a free account. Hey, Faded. So that's what I like to do. I like to put restrictions on it. So what are those restrictions, you say? As a free player, an account back then, you were given codes, and those codes you could go type in, and this is before they did this mail system where they just give you the 3 packs and stuff. But back then they had codes, right? And on my Discord, I would invite people in. That's how we grew the Discord as well, because I had a web page that I linked on there that had all the free codes, gave you some cosmetics, yada yada yada. Those codes don't work anymore, so just heads up. All right, now they have the mail system. Now they have a new player experience. And they actually give you more. They give you more things. So how can you upgrade things for free? So I'm going to explain it, and then I'm going to tell you why you should keep coming back here, checking out the channel. So they give you, don't mind this. This is earned by playing the game, okay? Plus, I would say maybe 1 pack of this, because we played a little bit right before Final Fantasy. They give you all of these. That's right. A new player account has all of these. Now, what do you do with these? You open them, you get cards. But the cool thing about opening them is that you see these little uncommons and rares. We got 2 rings here that haven't been filled in. When you open up 2 more packs, it fills in, gives you an uncommon wild card. Open up 5 more packs, it gives you a rare wild card. These wild cards you're going to get, and you get some in the packs too. We're going to take an average baseline of this, plus the gameplay as a new player account, and then come up with a number of commons, uncommons, rares, mythics. And this is going to allow us to build each starter deck into a better win ratio version of it. Now, I follow 2 restrictions. That is the baseline, but also sticking to the theme of the deck. We can't just change it to whatever the meta is for blue and white. We got to keep it arcane aerialist, you see. Same thing here. Cat attack. We got to keep the cats cold-blooded killers, you know. So I follow now the mono decks. We won't talk about those right now. With the state of alchemy and everything introduced versus back in Zendikar, where you could actually play these in standard. Now you can't. You can only play these in alchemy play or whatever, or spark rank. But with the exception, so yeah, we'll be upgrading the dual colored decks for a better player experience. Better player experience means you get dailies done. More dailies means more gold. More gold means more packs, and more packs means you build a better, bigger, awesome more deck, right? So that's why you should keep coming back, because yes, we will eventually upgrade these, have some more fun with some Magic. So yeah, I'm playing on a new player account. I do have a main account, which we'll go back to once we finish this and get a new baseline, and then we'll be able to upgrade each deck one at a time that way. So there you go. The one who got a version of Karn first won. Remember when I watched the championship game final quarter qualify, both players were playing the exact deck. The winner was the guy who started the game. Well, yeah, I mean, back in my day in the 90s, it was always great to go second, so that way you could have an extra card more than your opponent. But now it's a little different. Oh, you're still here, Preston? Is Preston still here? I don't know. They haven't called or anything, but I'm about to get off here, and they're 2 hours behind, so it's almost 11 o'clock, and they haven't even called. So, but I guess I will get that phone call tomorrow. So that sucks. Anyway. That's going to be it, folks. I stream Tuesdays or Saturdays. We'll have more Magic next week. I'm a variety streamer. I don't just play Magic. If you're wanting to know what nights those are going to be, check out my socials. Ines has already put socials over here on Twitch. She's going to add it over here to YouTube for me, pretty please. And you can check those out. I post my schedules usually Mondays or Tuesdays. I try to get them out between Sunday and Monday, but you know, it is what it is. So the schedule does go out, tells you when I'm going to be playing. I'm over here on Twitch. I'm over here on YouTube. You can follow along. Thank you so much, Ines. Thank you. So y'all can check those out. Stay tuned for more to come. I love playing starter decks. I really do. And I have a big collection of them as well. So I'm hoping to teach the kids one day. So that's it for me, folks. Y'all have a great weekend. Good night. Good day. Bye. Bye. Let me get a little heart here on YouTube, and we'll do a heart on Twitch, and then we'll head out. Thank you, Tater. Thank you, Pie. Thank you, Ines. Who else is still here? Heroic might be. Yeah. Oh, and I need to follow Hillbilly too. So I'll do that right after. Actually, I'm going to go to your channel now. Subscribe. There we go. Alrighty then. Do we have enough to raid? We do. Oh wow, we do have enough to raid.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah, let's see. Let me get the buy GG heart. Normally we don't have a lot of people watching us on Twitch, but yeah, okay. Let's see if any of our friendzos are on. Let's see. Oh, we do have one of our Magic the Gathering friends, and they only have a few viewers. Let's raid them. Yeah, that's perfect. We haven't returned the favor in a while. Let's do that. That'd be awesome. Thank you, Wines. Starting the raid.